Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Bola Saka. For those of you that don't know me, welcome. So, guys, today's video I'm making up the beautiful Jacqueline. I so much love her dark skin, like God, it's given. So, first off, I cleansed her face with wipe and micellar water. Then I went ahead to spray Marobadasco for hydrating her face. Guys, in makeup, every step you do, you need to dry it down. So, before I move into the next step, actually dried it down. Maybe I didn't show it, but I did that. After that, I used my serum for Maricode. Then I also went in with the Maricode moisturizer, which I'm doing right now. See, the way I love this new Maricode product, like I can't even explain it. So I'm using their Omaricode primer. So I just believe that whenever I'm using Omaricode product, I use their trios. It's called trios. The serum, moisturizer, and the primer. So are you seeing how our skin is looking ready without even foundation? So for foundation, I use Oya Beauty in cocoa and I used Avo. I mixed those two foundations to get the exact match. And guys, watch that blend so well into our skin. See, like I said, I so much love that skin. I can't even explain it. Guys, like a round of applause for this match because this is perfect. Let me know in the comment section what do you guys think about the match. If I did justice or I'm just hyping myself for no reason. So that's Jacqueline doing her work that I paid her for. I really enjoyed my time with Jacqueline. Like I had good time. So I use L'Oreal True Match for a contour. I like to start off my foundation for dark skin a little bit darker than an exact shade because I feel at the end of my concealer and every other thing, I'll arrive at a perfect shade. So I use that for my contour, and guys, it's perfect. See, I'm doing this voice note very early in the morning. I just woke up, so please ignore my voice. So I also went into blush. I'm using the TM Essential blush in I can't remember the shades, but this particular video, I'm going to write down every single thing I use, guys. Don't worry, I promise you all. So for concealer, I used Avo concealer and Too Faced concealer. I think for this, I did one shade lighter than our exact shade. Yeah, that's what I did. Even though it doesn't look that way on camera, it looks quite bright, but it's not as bright as it looks on ground actually. So I mixed the two foundation, concealer, sorry, and I blended it together. Guys, makeup is all about blending. You have to blend till your hands start to hot. The moment you start feeling your hands hurting you, then know that yes, you're achieving what you want to achieve. So I just went ahead to blend every single part that I already highlighted. And I didn't want my work to look messy. So as I was blending, I was also using the part that I used the fund for the foundation to blend them together so that there's no line of demarcation. So I just used the remaining product I had for the contour, for the nose contour. I didn't want it too dark, but I feel like it was almost the perfect shade I loved it for a nose contour, so that's why I went ahead to do that. Of late, I've been doing cream nose contour. Normally, I just go straight to powder contour, but I don't know. I've been doing cream nose contour, and I think I kind of like it, but I just feel like it's actually just time consuming because at the end, it's still almost same thing when you do powder contour. Or I don't know. Let me know in the comment section what you think about that. If you prefer to do your cream or straight up to powder contour. So this is me blending the concealer still because we are about to set the face. So I'll just blend and see, makeup is all about having a clean effect at the end. So if you are blending, you're not blending perfectly well, or you're blending shabbily, and everywhere is just, let's say, for example, the part are not supposed to have concealer and not having concealer, you won't come out as fine as you want. So, guys, I'm already setting the face, and I'm using the Mirac powder, setting powder in cinnamon for my model. So I think you can either use cinnamon or nutmeg, depending on what you want to achieve and how and the person's complexion. So I used cinnamon for her and it came out so well. See, I love this. See, my best shade in the Mirac powder is actually cinnamon and ginger. I love cinnamon and ginger. Like I'm so obsessed with those two shades in the Mirac powder. So after that, I'll go straight to set the full face, and I'll be using my MAC product. I think I use MAC in dark deepest and dark deep for a shade full face powder. I saying like everything is still popping. So I'll just set the face. When I'm setting my face, my full face, I'm not using my brush to punch. I don't know if I'm getting the exact word. I'm just dabbing on it, like I'm not scrubbing or I'm just dabbing the powder on it. Like I see me do, I'm just dabbing the powder so that way it sinks inside, it goes inside our skin. And I'm showing you guys here, I'm bragging here that guys, man, are you seeing that shade? Perfect to the hand. So after that, I will use this. See, this is my favorite contour powder for now. The Mi Color contour powder. It's a powder palette, but I love the shade. It has this orange, brown, dark shade for contour. So I really love using it for my contour, like for dark skin actually. So for my blush, I'm using my Juvia's Place in Zulu for my blush. I don't really like too much blush on my dark skin, not too much. So I just do accurate, the exact amount I'm supposed to do. Is this my model like Shakara? Jacqueline baby. So guys, so I went ahead to do the nose contour because I already did the nose contour with my foundation, but now I'm doing it with my powder. So I'm just trying to emphasize what I already done with my foundation, the cream part with the powder part. So I'll just follow the line already. They already have there, and I'll just go straight up. And I will go straight up to bake. And I'll be using the same cinnamon powder that I used to set the face, to bake the face. Gone are those days where we use so much powder to bake the face. These days, we just use a little powder to bake. And I'll do my reverse contour too. With I still use my same cinnamon powder. Most times, I rather use my what's it called? The exact powder shade I used for her to do the reverse contour. But sometimes I just like to use the setting powder. So for my brows, my fave always again extra brow pomade. That's what I'll be using to do my outline. And I'll be using the shade Ebony for this. Yes, guys. So I just followed the line and I traced out, and that's that. I don't know how to explain that part, but I just did that, like traced out the line, and that's that. Then I went straight up to fill it up. I think I used I can't remember this pencil I'm using, but I'll check. But I think it's the Omari code. I'm not so sure, but I would confirm. But for my beginning part of my brows, I always use my Davis pencil. Yeah, because that way I'm able to sharpen it as much as I like and to give me that stroke like effect in the beginning. So that's what I'm just doing what I just told you guys now. I'm using the Davis pencil to achieve that. So that's that for that. Then for concealer, I'll be using the Kevin O'Quan concealer in 12 and my Ivor concealer, the exact shade I used for our face highlight. So I'm using this flat brush I got from Younger Beauty. I so much love this flat brush for my brows. Like I so much love it. Whenever I'm looking for this particular brush, I feel I might struggle with my brows that particular day, but I'm always whenever I have this brush, my brows are always perfect. So guys, I will just use that to highlight the brows. And I'll also go into a blending brush to blend the concealer I already put under the brows. And I'm just blending. I got this brush from a friend. I can't remember where, but I love this brush for my underbrows. Then straight up, I went into my eyeshadow primer, which is the Bernard Klein White. So I'll just put on the eyelid and I'll blend it thoroughly. So there's no demarcation or hash line. And I will go into my nose contour brush that I used and the exact shade I used for my crease. I'll just blend it together so that I give it that natural look. So guys, I'm using the Zaron palette. Yeah, Zaron. I've had this palette for the longest time. I think I got this palette when I was in year two. I can't remember, but I've had it for like since 2014 or thereabouts. And I love the brown shade on it. Like I don't even joke with this palette. I so much love the brown shade it gives me. Guys, you know that I'm obsessed with pigments. Like I love pigments. I feel when I start doing my makeup line, one of the first things I might end up starting with are pigments because I so much love pigments. Like I love to mix pigments together. There's this joy I have whenever I have the opportunity to mix pigments. So I just went into my that's from the palette. I just picked the nude shade there as my main color because obviously I'll be putting pigments on this look. So guys, I'll also be using black eyeshadow. for the outer parts. So that gives me that, I don't know the word I'm trying to get, but guys, just watch and see what magically will do to this look. Take it from 5 to 10. Yeah. So for under our eyes too, I'll be using the same black eyeshadow. I'll be mixing it with the brown. No, so that it's not too much. My mood there was also feeling as if, and but I actually had a nice time with Jacqueline. It was all shade of amazing. For my waterline, I mixed pink shade. And how did I mix it? I just put a little of benign, and I think I scraped out a little eyeshadow, and I mixed it together to get that effect. Yes, guys. Wow. Guys, are you seeing how pretty this looks already? All right, the part I've been waiting for pigment, I used I can't remember what shade I used there, but I think I used sauce, and I don't know, but I'm going to check, guys, and get back to you guys on that. So it's my pigment flying everywhere. Yeah, I used sauce, and I used a chunky pigment, and I blended it two together to get this effect. Yes, guys. See, I love pigment. Like, I see the difference between the both eyes. So which eyes do you prefer? Let me know in the comment section. The eyes that had pigment, that did not have pigment. So to finish up this look, I went into my powder to blend everywhere. I had to make sure everything was well blended. For my lips, I use a Bicham lip palette for my lips, but I actually lined with my ebony brown again Esther. That's why I used to outline my lips before I went into the Bicham lip palette. So I like having that full lip, so I overline. Yeah, that's what I always do. So my model was cooperating with me, and it was going so well because I enjoyed this voiceover I'm doing. Because I was like, today I'm not going to do music, I'm going to do a voiceover. I'm going to connect with you all from this video. That is me saying that I'm connecting with you all. I don't know what I'm saying, guys. Ignore me. So I'm just blending my outline. I'm just blending it. And I'm going into that beach and I'm using the nude shade there. I'll just apply and I'll blend. Makeup is all about blending. You have to blend because you don't need any ash line. You don't need any ash line. My hands are blessed, guys. My hands are blessed. God has perfected my hands. He has given me blessings and wisdom because I am his favorite. So, guys, see Jacqueline again feeling herself. Now, wow. So, see, I actually told Jacqueline that the way she was excited for this look, yeah, I was so sure that Jacqueline was going to say her boyfriend after this video. There was no way they was going on straight up. Because even no most times when models, when you're doing their makeup, they'll be like, I want to clean it off. Jacqueline did not want to clean her own. She said, no, clean what? I'm going with it. So I use the Ezekiel Nude Lip Gloss, the exact shade I use as my lip color. I use the exact shade for the lip gloss too. And I will just apply and blend. Guys, you see what I said about Jacqueline? This girl, she had plans. So I use the clear color for the outline, the outer parts, the brown part of the lips. I use the clear color. And I use my Sephora, I think Sephora 40 or 60, I can't remember. But I think I use 40. And I'll go straight into my cheek glaze. And this look is about to come to an end. So for this highlighter, all of you always asking me, is the Glamorous in shade Oduduwa highlighter. And it's so sweet for dark skin, guys. Highlighter. Highlighter on dark skin is lovely. So I use same for my nose, and I'll be using my Juba spray to spray. And last but not the least, I'll be using my Zaro mascara to line the eyes for the under eye. And that is it, guys. This is a beauty. This beauty is without filter. Oh, this girl is pretty. So, guys, this is that. That is my model. This is my Jacqueline. Give them, baby. Get them. Bye, guys. See you in my next video.